Yeah, Solo wants to sit behind Luma, and young Eevey wants to spin past Luma. And that's going to be the stare down, right? That's going to be the core of the stare down. And then the question is, how well does Eevey deal with Luma, and how well does Solo deal with the spins? Or I call them spins, but they're clown carts.
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay, yeah.
Years of watching Sonic now has unrepairably damaged my Smash vocabulary. If it's a side B and it goes forward, it's a slide. Yeah. Shulk side B, that's a spin. That's a spin move. It just spins downwards. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of like the TLDR. I think the biggest opportunity for Eevey to get the win here is to find those early kills. Rosalina extremely light, and Bowser Jr. is definitely not lacking in kill power. On the other hand, being in disadvantage against Rosalina as Bowser Jr. Sounds like a bad time. Sounds like a really bad time.
Absolutely, yeah. Once eventually you get into a position where you need to burn an air dodge and air against a classic up smash solo hit, maybe it might be going in a fast time, but the last preparations are now going to be set up and getting ready for the fight, where now I'm going to be going out with a prediction that the prediction time is going to be upholding that young Eevey is going to be taking a game, but I think at the end Solo is going to be taking it in a 3-1 fashion.
I think it's going to be 3-0 Solo.
3-0 Solo.
I love Eves. I actually spend a lot of time with him. I've been over to his place. He's been over to my place. We both come, like, we grew up like 2 streets apart from each other.
Actually,
it's really funny. I mean, you know, we never met back then, but yeah, like the place where he grew up is the place where I grew up.
Wow,
it's very cool. So I love him, and I think his upset over Ezreal is great. I think his upset over Space is great. I think Solo, like you said, a big mountain to climb.
Absolutely.
Let's see if young Eevey, if Unk Eevey can climb the mountain that's known as Solo. Solo's been running Dutch Smash for a while, only being really contested by Zemmel. Let's see if he can keep doing so. And as you can see, right, like that Nair, those lasting hitboxes makes it really hard for Unk Eevey to get out of this advantage.
For sure, and with, well, the spins coming off the ledge.
The dashes, the counter, they're not spins.
But it's not going to be getting his foot in the door for the first part, but second time around, get something going, whereas Solo still taking control of the neutral stage to get his aerial combos extended, where first damage is also dealt.
Big spin out. Not going to kill Luma, going to miss her, but the forward smash will, and that has almost no lag. Solo going for a punish, gets punished himself, almost gets Becker for his troubles, but look at that reversal. And that floating nature of Rosalina just gives her so much time to stall in the air while she's coming back, and that's time that Luma can use to respawn.
Absolutely, and with the gravitational pull, no projectiles are going to be a problem for now. But a good answer also from young Eevey, or from Eevey to also take some damage on the Luma, because like you said, if you're not respecting the shield or the Luma like damage, it's going to be a surprising factor at any point.
Okay. Big hit, but no air dodge Solo, knowing full well that he's safe, just going high.
Getting some room.
Eevey. Yep, but young Eevey a little bit floaty on his own accord. Can't delay his descent so much. Punishes Luma. And look at this back and forth. Both players at around 100.
There we go. Getting the fork hit again to get the Luma away. So
big hit.
The gravitational pull helping each other out.
Okay, he's alive. He's alive, but just barely. And that gravitational pull just shutting down the Mecha Koopa entirely.
So curious about the approach option that Eevey is going to be throwing out.
Kill. Oh, does not get the strong hit.
No Smash 4 days today. But blatantly waiting, also not going to get hit by the hit of the Luma.
Yeah, and Eevey playing so well around Luma, right? Hitting Solo, chasing Solo, and then shielding for the Luma reversal. Very aware, and then punishes Solo for trying to throw the Mecha Koopa. That was very, very cheeky counterplay right there.
Yeah, definitely pulling out.
So consistently punishing the Luma. I like that. A lot of players are like, okay, I get hit by the detached Luma. What do I do? And this is the answer. You take the hit on Luma. It feels bad, but it's all you get.
Exactly. Not to extend it any further. And young Eevey, or Eevey not looking too shaken about these interactions, whilst he has Solo in a favorable position on the ledge, not going for a regrab.
Another normal get up, and Eevey was looking to cover it, but just missed out on execution. And Solo looking to punish. Does get his combo stopped by the platform, but the continuation is right there. 64.
Yeah, but even though there is no jump, of course, has the possibility to get the spin in.
Not looking good for Eevey, but Eevey does make it back. See if he makes it back off the ledge here.
Yep.
Does not get hit by the down smash. Interesting.
Interesting situation, and the damage just keeps on wrecking with the aerial pressure that Solo has been throwing out. And even though we are seeing some answers to the Luma, is it enough to get the big hits in on Rosalina? Well, at least a start.
At least a start. Side B gets fainted here. And you can see Solo very happy to just throw moves out, knowing that Bowser Jr. is not the best with Punisher. And Eves has to contest the hitboxes. Gets rid of Luma, goes for the 2-frame, does not find it, but Luma's gone immediately. And now the juggle's on. 96 on Rosalina. And you know that Junior is looking for a KO here.
Yeah, hold on, Ramses. This is looking like a very different game state.
I heard the backer sound, but it was Luma, the bodyguard.
Is going to be gassing us up because we thought it was going to be a kill over on Eevey's side, but it's not going to be enough for now. But this time around, we got a lead on Eevey's side.
We're 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, and the second stock has just been taken, right? Or the third, technically.
Yeah.
But we're down to the final stock 4. Solo now gets hit by an up air. That's going to be a big juggle. 51.
Nice. And even extending it on the Luma, there is no wait, there's no time. But
that's the Solo we know.
Yep.
Throw out the up smash. It's such a good move, right? Just might as well fish with it a little bit. Finds it there after some really, really good pressure with the air dodge as well. Some good tech by Solo. Now on the back foot, but getting a bit of an equalizer started here.
This time around needs to be wary of the positionings, and this time gets the Luma away, so it's the Eevey approach time.
The Eevey forward smash and another normal getup gets called out. Big forward smash, and the 3-0 is off the table. I mean, the 3-0 that I predict is off the table.
No,
Eevey comes out swinging in game 1 here.
Yeah, this is looking fantastic. A great start here, and putting up some more pressure where Solo needs to keep guessing, and well, the adaptation had some glimpses of hope, but not enough to get Eevey flinched off in his game plan.
Eevey getting the read on that normal get-up pattern pretty early on in the game, and then cashing out on it at the end there, huge. Huge. Bowser Jr. is amazing at catching that normal get-up with the downer, as we saw before. Just mistimed it a single time. But also the forward smash, and that forward smash has some power behind it. Oh, Lord. And like we said, right, the angle for Eevey is to utilize the kill power, is to deal with the Luma. And what did he do? Punish Luma every single time, avoided the Luma reversals, and got early KOs. And that's exactly what he had to do. Executed on the win condition perfectly here, and took it slow. And that's what you got to do. Against Rosalina, you got to take it step by step. If you start skipping steps, Luma is there to remind you why the step exists.
Absolutely. Yeah. You need to approach it like a marathon. Every step is some closer to the finish.
Yep, you cannot be thinking about the steps you're taking an hour from now, right? You got to be thinking about the steps right now. So far, though, Eevey's not getting to take many steps, 100% to his name, and no return. The Nair doesn't even combo here, and that is a heartbreaker. That could have been the thing to get a comeback started, but so far, comeback seems out of the question. 135, 145. It's not looking good.
No, maybe not the best of starts for Eevey, but that is not everything as well. Well, maybe I'll put my own words again back, because the advantage here from Solo is been putting up into a fantastic position to further push Eevey into a position where his approaches are getting a little bit on the sloppier side.
Yep. He's rushing a little bit. When you rush into Luma, Luma rushes back into you.
Yeah.
That's not a trait you want to be taking. Does take the Luma out finally, but getting left in percent here. 63 on his second stock, and he's hardly even touched Solo. Solo's being so evasive right now.
Absolutely, yep. Getting His defensive play guards ready, putting up the different traps.
And now he's going for Rosalina, not getting those Luma punishes that we discussed before, right? Previously, we saw him just take the punish on the Luma, but now he's being a lot more careless, and look at where that gets him.
Yeah.
Losing his second stock.
And that was the favorable position that wouldn't really apply for that first game, where Eevey definitely had a good hold on the Luma, but this time around, with the change of approach, Solo definitely pulling on all the strings to make the life of Eevey a tough time.
This is what you want to see, right? Just space on the Luma. It's very hard for Rosalina to beat someone spacing on the Luma. Best thing she can do is really like preemptively stop you with star bits, but then you get hit by star bits. It's not a big deal.
No,
it's not a big deal. But it's so boring. It's so boring. You're just hitting the star over and over and over. Forward tilt, back air, forward tilt, back air. It doesn't do much. But once it's gone, that's where your momentum starts. And it's really important to just say, you know what, I'm willing to wail on the Luma before I'm going to be running into you. And so far, Eevey losing the 1v1 to Luma, man.
Yeah, it's this
missing that nair. He missed the forward tilt before. He's missing that back air on the Luma as well. He's missing these punishes. It's that little bit of inexperience that I think is going to cost him a lot.
Yeah, I've kind of been shaken from the first game plan. Of course, not totally impossible for the entire set, but every lesson here is going to be extended over to the next portion of the set. And of course, all the momentum that Solo has been building up now is going to be advantageous for the full duration of the set. Keep in mind, we're still on the winner side. Both these players really want to get into the top 8 winner side. Only one of them can advance. Still waiting out.
Yep. Eevey playing it slow. I like that. But it also means that Luma is going to come back soon. Does get the KO. 124.
Yep.
I've seen crazier things happen.
Yes.
Get the spacing on the Luma. Tries to get it again, but Luma did a little jump there, and that's... Oh, that's a big whiff punish. Solo very, very precise with that one. Looking for a confirm here. Look at that sandwich. That's not where you want to be, and that's the punish. Jab, man. It's unsafe, but it's not unsafe enough where you can like short hop back out and shoot and get it, right?
Exactly.
You saw him laugh afterwards. He was like, okay, yeah.
It happens.
Try to punish jab. My bad. My bad. I tried to punish Rosalina. It won't happen again.
Exactly.
Jokes aside, masterclass by Solo. Just playing it slow. Making sure that every single time that Eevey tried to hit Rosalina without dealing with Luma first, every single time Eevey tried, it did not work out. Did not work out in his favor.
Definitely not, and therefore we're also going to be seeing a different stage pick. This time it's going to be going over to Kalos, which means we're going to be having a little bit more room for the different setups, and of course the outer platforms helpful for that early pressure to make some magic happen. And do you perhaps also have an update about some other matches that are going on?
Yeah,
some interesting results that we might want to update the stream upon?
Small intermezzo, I guess. We have Noko, the French Kazuya, beating Orion.
Okay.
And Zemmel beating Sunsfolk to qualify for top 8. Meanwhile, in losers, Bar is out of the tournament. That's unfortunate. And Nero losing to Tree Hugger.
Alrighty, that's in the game 5 set. Wow.
Yep. So some exciting sets happening in losers. However, let's refocus here. We got the stream technician coming in, just fixing all the little things, right?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. We want to keep it clean. We want to keep it cool.
Exactly. It happens, and we want to give you guys the best viewing experience possible. We're going to get into game number 3. It's going to be 1-1 Eevey versus Solo, the old and the new, clashing here in a matchup that I can only describe as slow-paced.
yeah. No, the best way to put it right here. Let's see how the different learnings are going to be applied.
Just want to highlight real quick, Solo reacting to Eevee short hops and just using Luma aerials to clank out the Bowser Jr. aerials. Very well done. That's why you got to short up fast fall that, man. You got to be fast about it. Cannot let Solo react with a button and let Luma clash away. With that defense of the Luma, Solo managed to snowball a full 100% of damage. That is crazy.
That's kind of nuts to start off this third crucial game that we got in our hands at center stage.
But The armor, the
Eevey.
card armor protecting Eevey and the invincibility protecting Solo there in the tech chase. Eevey getting some hits started here, but still lagging behind in percentage here.
Yeah,
Not
with
looking good
mate.
so far.
He's approaching life
Oh.
tough, but not
Luma.
impossible.
156, and Solo still looking for that KO, still looking for that up smash. As we said before, right? A relatively safe KO option, as you can see, even when Solo's whiffing repeatedly.
Okay.
Does not get punished here.
Wow.
Young Eevey might make something happen here. Normal get up. Nope. A jump, air dodge onto the platform.
Oh.
Very well done by Solo. But not going to find a KO yet. Gets the jump red. Eevey getting something going here.
Yeah, even though we saw a great start here from Solo, it looks like Eevey gets to change his positioning around, gets the damage on the Luma, which means, I mean, a couple of hits might be curtains, but Solo was one step ahead and eventually gets, I think it was the up smash, right?
Yep. You got to keep in mind where Luma is tethered compared to Rosalina, because he's always, like, Luma's always going to try to get back to that distance.
Yeah.
And there, Luma essentially looked like he was walking forward on his own accord, but no, that was Solo manipulating the leash, and that gave that up smash so much range, and Eevey not ready for that range.
And although there was some moments of hope there for Eevey in that first stock, Solo is showing why the dominance is still there over on his side, extending this lead, getting the hits off the Luma to make sure the counterplay of Eevey is not going to be established. Even though he has the neutral stage, it is up to Solo to set up the different tether points for the Luma to get the extensions and maybe the kill even.
Ooh, good recovery by Eevey. But just making it back, right? Not even getting reversal, just getting back is already rough the way Solo is controlling the neutral here.
Exactly. I mean, trying to roll around at the speed of sound, but this time not going to let it happen. Still buried at the corner. Not going to create any wiggle room for that kill, because the Luma, like you said, you need to pay attention to it, to the tender points.
Oh, rolls into the jab. Gets a small hit, but...
Second time around.
Nice up tilt. Gets hit by the up smash still, but the stage spike makes it a little bit easier to survive. Good air dodge. And another punish on the Luma. I like that. Forward air, not going to do it, but 154 and Solo, again, still sitting pretty on that stock.
Yeah, still a great lead to be held by Solo, and even almost extending it to a 2-stock lead. And what is the answer for Eevey, Ramses? Because it is looking like a tough situation with no real aerials getting the hits.
Yep, I think you gotta play this slow. I know there's only 3 minutes on the clock, and I know you're down a lot, but you cannot play a hurried game, and that's what happens when you play it slow. You wait for the overcommitment. Down 170, but not out for the count. I know there's a single up throw waiting to happen here into, like, what, 8 up airs? Not today though. Let's see if this new stock brings something nice for young Eevey. Eevey.
Going to take some damage first on the Luma, but again, with the different approach options, it might not be enough.
Look at the way he slows it down with the cannonball is really nice. It's the way that he can space on the Luma that's a little bit less linear than aerials, and you can see it's working over and over. And after he cannonballs the Luma, he has a lot of room to kind of get these approaches off.
Yep, and even though gravitational pull is going to be taking away the cannon, but like you said, pulling in and out with the approach options seems like to have shaken a little bit Solo in the corner.
And this is annoying because now Solo, like the annoying thing here is in these disadvantage situations, Solo can just use that side platform just like that. Just play it really, really slow, wait for Luma, and it's hard to put pressure on that platform while Rosa's establishing all these anti-airs, all these big sweeping hitboxes. And that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Solo just slowing it down, 2 minutes on the clock. He's up more than a stock. I think this is looking really rough for Eevey.
Absolutely. Giving him a challenge at that. Positioning.
Wait, no jump. This is where you make it count. And the explosion. And that is a comeback and a half.
A masterclass of the Bowser Jr. here coming out from Eevey, and a big opportunity to make something happen still. Where we first thought it may be Curtis, where I first thought Solo had this in the bag, we might need to take a look about how Eevey is being approaching this, but unfortunate, and I mean a fortunate position for Solo to get that kill off, because if it was going any other way, we might have seen a different outcome of that positioning.
Wait, no jump. This is where you make it count. Chase. And the explosion, and that side B early to get the up B in exactly the right position, but Solo, that chase, right? That's a chase that he hasn't really shown this entire set so far.
Yep.
And he pulled it out in that situation. Game 3 stopped all the momentum that Eevey had. Really, really good timing to show that ace up his sleeve.
Absolutely. Yep.
Eevey changing the counter pick to Yoshi's instead. Let's see if that works out better. I like the change. I think Kalos is it's the pacing you want when you're young Eevey.
Nope. Yep. True.
But it's also a pacing that Solo's extremely comfortable with. And so maybe something that's a little bit more awkward, like a Yoshi's, is exactly what young Eevey needs. Of course, keep in mind, these platforms are amazing for the up air extensions on Bowser Jr. here. Let's see if young Eevey can make use of that.
Absolutely.
Gets punished for the cannonball. Finally, Solo playing a little bit more aggressive. That's exactly what Eevey wants. Wants to scrap here. And it's okay. When you gravitational pull the cannonball, both of these characters are in enough lag that nothing really happens.
No.
And so both of them, like, it's neutral. You can see young Eevey throws it out, Solo absorbs it, and then Eevey can still swing before Solo sets up any pressure. And so Eevey here takes a little bit of damage to get rid of the Luma. But Solo just pushing that damage all the way to a lot of time to let the Luma respawn, and that is bad news for Eevey here.
Yeah, and even though, like you said in the beginning part, looked like it was already paying off, but this time around, Solo getting kind of used to the different approaches that Eevey wanted to throw away, and there we go, the first stock, which is going to be a pricey one.
This is what we've been seeing from Solo in the last 2 games, just utter control, right? Getting these single hits and just keeping that advantage going. And the thing about Junior's disadvantage that's so good is that he has many ways to stall. Right, he can side B and jump out of it. The neutral B is a little bit of a stall. In general, he has a lot of flexibility with the side B to jump out of it, how long he keeps it going, to spin out. The up B is very flexible, but you don't want to take a long time in this advantage against Rosalina. She's so good at chasing you. She can match your speed. She can match your floatiness. She has very lasting and disjointed hitboxes. You don't want to play a slow disadvantage against this character.
Absolutely not. And I think with all the different learnings that Solo is getting for this matchup, it is looking tougher by the interaction.
Oh, big back air.
But eventually, Eevey also has something to say. Also has, of course, the generational knowledge about the different matchups that we have in the game. And it's coming alive here in this crucial 4th game of the top 8 qualifier game here at center stage.
That's another one of those stalling tactics, right? Look at that. Side B's into the stage. Saves the double jump. Punches the Luma again. And just tries to chip away at Rosa here. That's all he can do. Gets up smash before he gets much chip off, and this is looking dire for young Eevey. Eevey right now.
This is looking tough, but maybe not fully out of it. If he can get something on the board, perhaps with one of those big predictions. I mean, we saw it last game. Can get some big hits in, and on a stage like Yoshi's, you never know for sure. Maybe like a position like this.
I don't think the forward smash hits under the ledge very well on this stage because of that slant. So that's one of the powerful things that Eevey normally has that he doesn't have here. Gets that big swing on the up B. Luma's back.
This is still looking pretty good.
If he gets a KO soon, gets rid of Luma, that's big. Gives him a little bit more time to work with. A single hit of the down tilt is not going to cut it. There's the normal get up.
And you can taste the patience, but not biting. Not going to be falling for the jab.
Young Eevey at his strongest when he got those reads on the normal get-ups, when he got those call-outs, does get the KO, but does give Solo a bit of room to chip, and that chip already stacking up to a 80% lead and counting right now. And there it is, down angled on the forward smash. Throw out 2 in a row, why don't you? And that is a 3-1 victory for Solo. Exactly as you predicted.
Yeah, no, there we go. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, we're keeping track. Okay. Maybe you should have entered the tournament. Did you actually enter?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to get some wins in now after the tournament run.
Farming some more wins, absolutely. Here at center stage, but I think, like we said, a great job for both these competitors to still make it a good battle, but at last only one of them can remain on the winner's side, where we're going to be seeing the newer generation of solo battling it out.
This is kind of the struggle of these types of matchups with Rosalina. You got to play it slow. Right? You got to play it slow. Like I said, step by step, respect the Luma, all of that. Look at the laugh on Eevey. He's like, yeah, I'll try to punish something in specials, but not bad. Not bad, guys. But yeah, you play it slow. But the issue is, if solo does get a big opening, playing it slow starts feeling really, really bad.
Absolutely.
And so it's you got to play it slow, and you got to avoid these big swings in Rosalina's favor. And if you don't, you got to make plays like this happen. And he did, right? And even then, it was enough. That just goes to show how thin the margin of error is here, and that's partially because of the way that Bowser Jr.'s disadvantage functions.
Absolutely
Rosalina
true.
advantage stage is amazing, man.
Nope.
So really, really good juggle game, really good hitboxes, floatiness, kill power, chase potential, jump heights. It's all there. It's really like a very complete
one
package.
entire package, and we call it Rosalina and Luma. Still there, competing on the highest.
It's funny that you call it a complete package. It's like Rosalina and Luma. It's a complete package when they're together. When they're not together, when they're not together, that's when you fight them. But that's exactly how it is. It's a complete package when they're together, and when you separate them, when you get one of them KO'd. I mean, when you get Luma KO'd. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
That's where she falls apart, and that's